And we are live. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to another Extraordinary Light episode, number 19, with me and Lily. Hi, Lily.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here.
We are apologizing for the noise and for our internet connection. Something is a little bit breaking, so if you see just me or if you see just Lily, if something happened, just go with the flow.
Exactly. You know what? We can't, no excuse, right? We're still here. We haven't missed a week yet.
Yes.
No internet and everything.
Yeah, we even had the situation, our early viewers can remember it, when the internet broke with me, everything like restarted, and then with Lily as well. So for a few moments it was just Lily, then it was just me, then we kind of get together again. But like Lily said, no excuses. So.
No excuses, exactly. If this is something important, we're going to come out and do it.
Yes. So Lily, how you been? Tell us what's new.
I am doing really well. I wasn't doing so well a couple of days ago because I had really bad back spasm. But you know what? I said to myself that I'm still going to continue making videos. I'm going to continue doing everything that I've always been doing. Because, here's the thing. I thought about this a little bit yesterday because I missed a couple of my episodes of Coach's Corner because I was in a lot of pain. And that kind of made me realize something. I want to put out a really positive, happy kind of image all the time. So when I wasn't feeling well, I'm like, well, I can't have people see me lying on the floor and not doing well. So it was a really good check-in for me because I think that inspires people. The flaws that you have, the human side to you, the fact that I do get back spasm, the fact that my days are not always great. It's always amazing to create great content when you're feeling great, but when you're not feeling great, it's hard to do it. But when you do it, people, I think, appreciate it. So it's a good check-in for myself. Like, am I still being a perfectionist? Even though I'm a lot better now, but I was still being it a little bit. So it's a lesson that I learned, Alexandra. So I'm gonna continue to put out content regardless of how I feel.
Yay! And I remember when I had the challenge, 30 days of videos. One day when I got my period, I was in so much pain. I was barely walking. So I said, you know what, I need to film because it's my challenge. I need to do it. So I did a video and it was, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes long. And I was just like this, I'm not feeling well, but I'm just going to film this video because I have to and because it's my challenge. And, it's not every day perfect and cupcakes and roses, but it's all part of life. And it's good for people to see all sides. And I think, like you said, like when you say, you know what, I have this pain, and maybe it's not going to be the topic that you picked, maybe it's not going to be the energy that you wanted, but it's going to be how are you feeling now. And another thing that I think, when people are feeling sad or they're in pain or angry, I think that's how we show who we truly are. And let's say it's when everything is perfect and you're happy, it's like, oh, this person is very fulfilled and good and one good for everybody. But when you like something is stressed you up and you're angry at everybody and you're showing it on a harmful way, that show, real side of you, like I say. Like you were in pain and you send me the most beautiful video, how you appreciate me, and then make me love you even more, because I was like, there is Lily lying on the floor in so much pain and being grateful and sending me love, and that really I really respect you even more. I love you even more for that, because that's when really you see who the people truly are. So thank you for that, Lily.
Oh, thank you. I'm almost crying. Oh, Alexandra. And this is something that I'm practicing recently. I'm going to say I've always felt uncomfortable expressing my feelings when I feel them. Because I was like, oh, it's not the right time. It's probably late at night for Alexandra. If I send her a message, maybe I'm inconveniencing her. I'll just message her tomorrow. But really, like in the moment stuff is what people appreciate the most. Like I was lying on the floor and I thought about you. I was like, I'm so grateful that I met Alexandra. I don't know, my life would have been different if I hadn't met her. I'm like, even though this is not the best circumstance right now, I'm just gonna send her a message. And look, and you didn't think I was being weird. You're like, Lily's being so weird. Why is she sending me a message? It's always appreciated. So I'm practicing that myself with people around me. I just need to practice it more in the public. Like I do it with my friends all the time. Like I'll send them a message at like 2 a.m. Hey, I love you. And it's always appreciated. It's never like, what the hell are you doing?
Yes, of course. Because, I love that. I love that because, like I said, when people are not feeling good, you were not angry. You were not like, of course you get angry moments, but you're not sending this negative energy towards people and like being really mean and justifying that because, oh, I had this back pain or shoulder pain, right? So you show your true light. So
that's a good lesson for everybody, right? It's if you were to look up to the most influential people, like why do you love them so much? Like I look up to Oprah a lot, and yeah, she's very successful, so I do look up to her. But it's just the fact that she's not perfect and she's not afraid to show that she's not perfect is what makes me love her even more. And I don't know why people in general, myself included, is okay with other people doing that. Not even okay, like you love them even more, but we're not okay with ourselves doing it. It's an interesting thing. Anyway, I haven't figured out it completely, and I'm practicing it right now myself.
I think it's kind of related to our today's topic.
What are we talking about today? I have questions.
Oh, questions.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, look at these questions. Oh, this one is an interesting one, Alexandra. It comes from Brian. So he's asking, how long does it take to change a limiting belief? One specific one, it seems like.
Seems like he has just one limited beliefs. Good for him.
He wants to know.
Oh, if you have just one, you are very lucky. So that question is so, I don't even know what word to choose. I will just say hard. And if somebody knows answer to this question, it's like $1 million question. Like how long or what exactly should I do to change my limited beliefs? There is no answer to that question. Or maybe I just don't know it yet. So the things with limited beliefs, like I think up to 6 years old, we have these beliefs that we get from the people around us, from our families, our friends, everything that is happening. We are seeking approval from everybody and disapproval. So we kind of have these beliefs how world should look like and what should we do, what we shouldn't do. And that's how we go on to the rest of our life if we don't catch them and change them. So one of my limited beliefs, and like let's talk about like practical here. Like I still have limited beliefs about money. So I don't have a lot of money. So that's why, let's say on my channel, I'm not talking, oh, how to earn $3,000 million, blah, blah, because I don't have that kind of money, right? And so I said, I break all through limited beliefs about relationship, about everything, friends, health, everything, but I still didn't break it about money. And first, I convinced myself that money is not important. And if you have money, like if you're seeking money, then, you know, you're totally bad person and there is just something wrong with you, right? So I would have all these other things in harmony. And then I was just being very honest with myself and saying the fact that I don't have money and I'm justifying that with, oh, I'm a good person now because I don't have it. It's not, that doesn't serve me good. So I had these limited beliefs, and I still don't know. I didn't figure out how, when exactly that happened, and I'm breaking through it slowly. But I think it depends how strongly you believe in something when you were a child. Depends how long it's gonna take you to break through those beliefs. So I know theoretically, everything about money, like how there is enough for everybody, and about abundance, and I can have you the biggest, most beautiful speech about it, but I am not living it, because obviously I still have some limited beliefs that I didn't realize and I didn't break through. So I would love to ask that question. Somebody tell me how to break through. But also, I did break through a lot of limited beliefs about learning. I remember when I first came to America many years, like 5 years ago, and then I understood English. I could speak a little bit, but then every time when somebody's telling me something, even if though I don't understand what they're talking about, I would say, yes, oh yes, oh yeah, cool, oh that's funny, that's awesome. And I didn't want to say, you know what, I had no idea what you just said. I don't understand it. And my limited belief was, if I ask something, I'm stupid, right? So it was fixed mindset that I had. And then I was very self-conscious when I started meditating, when I started discovering this, that I'm actually not feeling good if I don't understand it. And then I say, oh yes, yeah, I understand it. But sometimes when somebody asked me about it, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So it was like, then you feel stupid, right? Because why you didn't ask when you had a chance? So then I break through these limited beliefs, and I kind of gain the growth mindset of learning and asking questions. And it's okay not to know, just ask 1,000 times if you need, until you really understand. And that helped me a lot in the future with everything. Like sometimes I would just say, I don't understand. Like now I say, I don't know everything about limited beliefs. And that's true. And it doesn't hold me back, and I'm not feeling stupid now for saying that. And the self-realization to see what limited beliefs are actually holding you back, it's very important. So the first step is actually realizing them, and then it's just trying to catch yourself. What I'm doing now with the money, like I'm trying to catch myself every time I have a negative thought about money, about people who having money, how to spend my money. Like I'm really trying to fall in love with money, and I'm still not there yet. So when I got there, I'll let you know what I did exactly. So I think there is no one path, and there is different for every belief. So it cannot be same for money or for relationship or for like feeling stupid or for whatever your limited belief. So there is no like one way that I know of. So if somebody knows, please let us know. So how to get there, how long it takes, it's just very relevant. So it depends of your openness or your willingness to discover, to change, and also from your circumstances. Because sometimes if something very bad happened to you, you will change your limited beliefs like this. But then if everything is okay, everything is fine, and then nothing is like bothering you, nothing is really like forcing you to change, you probably just stay with your beliefs forever. So that's kind of what I want to say. What is your thoughts, Lily?
I have a lot of thoughts. I agree with you. I think it's amazing that you have the awareness already. It's first you need to understand what your limiting beliefs are in the first place, because people might not even know that, that, okay, I have limiting beliefs around money. So it's good. You're already way in there. This is the hardest part. It's like the ultimate layer to crack, because there's many different layers to cracking your limiting beliefs. It starts off with like your behavior. Some people are procrastinators, and it turns into the stories you tell yourself. Oh, I'm just a lazy person. And then it goes into the emotions that you feel. And then the hardest layer is a root cause. That is the big, it's the toughest things for people to actually deal with. I've had people tell me that I would much rather go and, stab myself in the eye than go through this process. It's very hard. The root cause is recalling the incident, the original incident that happened to you. Like, what caused you to have that limiting belief in the first place? Like, when do you remember? When was the first time you had issues with money? Like, what was your first memory? And really remembering that incident for what it is. So this is what happened to me. I'm going to tell you about my limiting belief. So I had this limiting belief that I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. So that's something that I struggled with for many years. And I went through a process because I didn't feel pretty enough. I actually turned to eating disorders. I was very unhealthy for a long time. And I had to work through the layers, like the stories I tell myself, I'm not good enough. And then working through the original incident. The first story is a fact that my mom, when I was really little, so this is this story that I had, the original incident. My mom told me that you are a very intelligent girl. You're an intelligent girl and you're so funny and people are going to fall in love because you have an amazing personality. So that was the actual story, right? But how I took it was, my mom thinks I'm not pretty. And I was like 4 years old at the time. And then it became like constant, I'm not beautiful, I'm not pretty, and I'm constantly trying to make myself look good. So now I had to go back to that moment and really feel how it feels. Like, my mom thinks I'm not worthy because I'm not pretty. And then replace that for what actually happened. What actually happened was, my mom said to me that you are an intelligent, funny girl, and your personality is so amazing that people fall in love with you because you're an amazing human being. That was the actual thing. But I took it as, my mom thinks I'm ugly. And I had to do a lot of work to get to that. So really getting into the origin of what happened and recalling the moment for what it is instead of what you made up in your head. It's the hardest thing to do. It's hard. It's hard to do, but it's worth it.
I did so many exercises like that because it wasn't just one, it was my whole childhood, right? About lack of money. And that's why I think it's taking me so, like every other limited beliefs that was holding me down, I break through. But this is just something that was really with me for the longest time and very strong. So I'm getting there slowly. So yeah, like one step at a time, and just being radically open and honest with yourself, and like you said, reliving all the emotions and trying to recall what happened, and little incidents, little things, little sentences that somebody said, and yeah. So
it's such a hard process. It's simple. It seems like a simple process, but it's not easy. It's so hard because you have to recall all of those emotions. And it's most people don't want to go through that, to relive all of those moments and the emotions that go in it. But that's the only way. In my opinion, that was the only way I was able to crack through that. Of course, I have other things that are probably going to show up later on in life too. Like, no one's perfect. If you feel like you don't have a limiting belief, that's a limiting belief.
Yeah. I love that. That's awesome.
Everyone has one. Everyone has one.
Oh, anyway. Not just one.
Many. I know.
Many. And I just want to say hi. Look at these people. My husband, my dear husband, is making fun of me in the chat. He said, Lily fell asleep while Alex goes on and on about it.
It's just, my eyes are just small, okay, Danielle? My eyes are just little.
Oh, Lily, you don't have to say that.
When did I fall asleep? Danielle.
No. Oh, that's funny. He's such a funny guy. And Danica is here. Hi, Danica and Melissa. I'm always happy to see Melissa because it's very late where she is. And Danica is here. We had our mastermind group today for like 2.5 hours, maybe even 3 hours. It was intense. It was very fun. I love Danica. And Danica said, I had and still have a similar belief. Are you talking about Lily's belief or a belief about money? Danica? That's the question.
Maybe it's both.
Maybe it's both.
We have many.
Poor Danica, yeah. We all have many beliefs.
We all have issues, right? We all do. We all do. We all have limiting beliefs, and we're all trying to work through it. And it's a practice to get into. It's always a practice, and it's daily practice, every day, every day. Okay. All right, Alexandra, I have a fun one for you. You said you really like this question.
Okay, next question. Everybody's ready for the next question. This is a really
fun question. Alexandra loves this question. It comes from Pierre. Pierre. He says, I'm in my early 20s. What is the most fulfilling way to spend your 20s?
Look at this question.
I know you love this question, Alexandra.
This is a limited beliefs right there. That there is a wrong or right way to spend your 20s. And that asking somebody what to do with your life and with your 10 years of your life, it's just not right, I would say. And I think everyone should spend their life and their time how they feel is the best. If you were, I will mention now Gary Vaynerchuk. He said he spent and he's promoting this thing like you need to work in your 20s 24/7. No, you're not going out, you don't have friends, you're just home working. If you want to have a successful business, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a successful person, get money, blah, blah. And then people listening to that and they said, you know what, like this is what I need to do. But then on the other side, I want to go travel, I want to have friends, I want to experience life. And what should I do, right? Should I make balance? Should I make a little bit of both? Or like nobody can answer that for you because this is your life. What regrets you're gonna have later? The thing that you need to be responsible, it's normal thing. You're not gonna go and drink every day and every night and just party for the rest of your life. If you can afford that, and if you can afford it with your body and your mind, then everything is possible. So the thing is with this question is people are keep seeking for the right answer. What should they do with their lives? The same thing like, oh, I didn't find my purpose. What should I do now? I'm so lost. Just live your life. Do today what you feel is making you and bringing you the most joy and happiness. And do that tomorrow and tomorrow. Like, don't be stuck in one place. Because I'm not gonna say name, but there was one friend of ours who was like working, has family, has 2 kids, just his whole life was work, and then he got hit by the car and he died. And then Daniel and I, we were talking like, what is this about, right? What if you spend your 20s working hard, creating something, and then you die? Something happened. Like, and then you said, oh, or you, let's say, you lose your legs, right? And you said, you know what, I cannot do this anymore. So what was all this about? I lost 10 years of my life. How about you try to find the balance in everything, the harmony in everything, and enjoy life and also be productive and do something that will bring you towards your dreams. So when I first started my YouTube channel, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this. We're going to have video every day. And then I was doing it for a little bit. And then I noticed that I don't have anything else in my day, right? I'm not doing anything else. I'm just YouTube and like creating this. And then I realized it really hurt me inside because do I want to change the world? Yes. But do I want to sacrifice everything? I am not ready to do that. So for some people, they are okay with it. And fine for you, but I'm not, right? So I want to experiment. I want to experience life. I want to travel. I want to meet friends. I want to have people around me. I want to have this connection. I want to help people one-on-one, right? I want to go around the world. And yes, people say, just work for 10 years, build a business, save some money, and then go travel. Or when people are working 40 years and then they go traveling. I don't want to do that. So I really want to live every day the best I can. And it doesn't matter if you're in your 20s or how I should spend my 30s or 40s. You should spend it however you feel that you will be happy. And when you have 30, you might say, you know what, I should do different things when I was 20. No, you shouldn't. Because if you did something different, you would not be the person you are now. So I now look back like on my college days when I was like, oh, you know what, I should be a little more responsible. I should be like this. No, that was all part of growing up. That was all part of one big adventure. And I am very happy because of it. I'm very happy that now I'm starting this. I'm like 26 and I don't have everything figured out. And I didn't work for 6 years like crazy. And now, you know, like I'm on a good path. You can start anytime. Doesn't matter how old you are. And you can, as long as you know that there is something you want to reach, you can do it. And there is no right or wrong way. And just relax and enjoy life. Because that's what always we come up while we're doing everything we are doing, so we can be fulfilled and happy and enjoy life. So just try to, as long as you're going on your path and your journey, try to enjoy as much as possible. So there is no, that was my answer for the question.
It's finding whatever is most fulfilling for you. I look back in my 20s. I had a lot of fun in my 20s. Like I had a little too much fun, if you know what I mean. I did crazy things. I spent a lot of money. I stayed up too late. I partied. I met all sorts of people. I got involved in all sorts of crazy stuff. And I look back on it really fondly because it was something at that time was fulfilling for me. It's not fulfilling for me now. Like now in my 30s, I personally, what I find really fulfilling is when I get to work on my business, I get to grow, and I don't do a lot of other things. I don't go out, I don't go anywhere, but I also don't find it fulfilling to go outside and, you know, hang out with my friends at the local bar. So it's about finding what's fulfilling for you. And some people require the balance, and people who want the balance like don't work 24/7 and then wait until you're 55 to spend time with your kids. Spend time with your kids now, right? If this is something you really want, because everything is going to have a consequence, no matter what it is that you do. You just have to make sure it's fulfilling for you, however that looks like for you. Some people, there's no one size fits all way of living at all. I don't believe in that. Like I have met so many beautiful people who are successful in different ways, and they all do different things. Some people will spend their entire lives traveling and going to the most beautiful places, and some people want to put on a suit and invest money all day long. Well, whatever you find the most fulfilling. And the thing is that now the practical way in finding out what's most fulfilling, because you're like, oh yeah, how do you find something that's fulfilling? The practical way of finding what's most fulfilling is I always connect to my heart. Like what makes my heart beat really fast and like something I want to run towards, whatever it is. And I always tell people, don't judge it. Like, don't say, how am I going to make money doing this? Don't judge it. Just follow your heart. If you love being on the beach, you love palm trees, you love, just go, just do it. Just try it. Whatever makes your heart beat fast, that is probably the most fulfilling thing for you. And just try it. Don't judge it. Don't judge, how am I going to make money out of this? You will. Money, you'll attract money. There you go. There's a limiting belief. Money will come to you. You will attract money. Don't chase. Anything that you chase after will run away from you. That's why it's called a chase, right? If you attract it, it will just come to you. And I'm not saying this from like a weird esoteric way, but I'm saying it's a mindset shift, right? It's also your happiness and fulfillment is very important, very important. So that's my 2 cents.
Yes, and I love Melissa's comment. Melissa says, I think travel is a great experience in the 20s as like, I just learned English, so I cannot read. Let me try again. So, Melissa said, I think travel is a great experience in the 20s as it opens the mind and you gain valuable social skills. And you can work as you go. I love it. I love because I can find myself into this because I moved to America from Serbia when I was 22. And I learned so much, and I've changed my whole mindset and my limited beliefs when I see there was the whole new world, right? The way that I was growing up and how everything should be done, it was totally different than here. And I always say how much we learn just moving here, but this is just one country, right? There's so many more. The world is such a beautiful place, and that's why I want to go travel and just open my mind as wide as I can. So I love this advice, and yeah, let's go travel.
Yeah, it's I noticed that a lot about people who are in their early 20s. They just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go travel and to just enjoy. There's something very magical about experiencing different cultures that you could learn a lot from. I traveled a lot in my 20s and it was nice. I met a lot of people, you know, made a lot of friends.
Yeah, cool. And also, like, you want to travel, but then you said, you know what, I should work. And also, if you feel like you should work and you feel like this is really what's fulfilling you, don't say, you know, I need to go travel. Like, listen to yourself, what your intuition is telling you. What do you feel the best? So there is, like we said, there is no right or wrong answer, just your answer. Yeah. Your answer is the right answer.
Yeah. Whatever makes your heart pound fast and with excitement, it's probably the right thing for you. What makes your heart pound fast, Alexandra? I want to know.
I cannot talk about it. Okay. My husband, like all our adventures and plans and everything that I will talk about in the future, it just makes me feel so excited. And I'm just one very, very happy and lucky woman.
Aw, that's so nice. But the other, me, what makes my heart pound fast? What makes my heart pound fast are people. Like, I love human beings. There's something, I've always had this vision in my head of a bunch of people just together and they're going after something. And just like, what makes my heart pound is like watching the Olympics and like people doing crazy things, breaking records and taking action, and just human beings doing amazing things is what makes my heart beat fast. Yeah, that's what I love. Like, the Olympics is out right now, the Winter Olympics, and I love that stuff. I love, and I love dancers when they could accomplish amazing things. I love artists when I see artists creating beautiful art. I love people laughing. Yeah, I think what makes my heart beat fast is anyone who's living in their element. Like, that's what I love. I love seeing that. And yeah, I was having this conversation with someone right before we got on this call. I think this is my opinion. I think a lot of people are afraid to tell the truth, like their own truth. You know, like, tell me the truth. What is it that you really want to do? And then I said to him, I was like, you can't offend me. The only way you could offend me if you don't tell me the truth and really go after what you want. That's the only way, because people are so afraid. Like, what if I say this thing and then someone judges me for it? And of course, like, within reason, like, don't go around being rude to people. I understand that part, but but if it's something you really want and care about, don't worry so much about the outcome. Like, just speak the truth and live your life the way you want. Again, within reason. Like, don't hurt other people. I always have to say that, right? Because I'm like, don't hurt other people, but you're hurting yourself if you don't live the life that you want. Anyways, that was all. That's what makes my heart pound fast, both in good ways and bad ways.
And also, if you don't do things that you love, you're not hurting just yourself, you're hurting the world, because everybody is now lacking that talent of yours and they cannot enjoy everything that you can create. So if you're not for yourself, do it for the world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm getting, my heart's pounding, Alexandra. I so agree with you. I think everyone has something inside of them to offer this world. And no matter how weird people think it is, it's valuable. It's very valuable. Like people have contributed in their own unique way. And like I've heard some like really strange ways that people have contributed, and it works.
Yes.
It does. It just does.
I love it. I just, oh,
My
so
face
happy
is so
now.
red.
You
I'm
blushing?
excited. I'm excited. That's why.
Lily's blushing. Lily's shy.
Asking about things that make my heart beat fast. You know,
we don't know what's going on in Lily's head now. What she's thinking about. And Melissa said, living in alignment is the best feeling and connecting with people like you ladies. So thank you, Melissa. Same here. I'm just so grateful for the internet. Actually, I was talking about it today with Danica.
Yeah.
And she said, like, when she's talking to her friends, and she said, oh, I'm just, I have this mastermind group with my friend from America. And then I would say, like, how you guys know each other? And she was like, from YouTube. And like, how is that so strange that she was commenting on my videos, and then how we connected, and now we are get together every week, and then we are texting during the week. Like, I really see her as a friend, and it's so beautiful that we have this opportunity to connect with people on a deep level and not even seeing them in person, like us here, or with Melissa, or with Paul, or Cliff, or all these beautiful, beautiful souls, and it's just unbelievable. And I just love it. I'm so grateful.
It's so crazy, hey? Because it feels like I know you so well, but I've never met you in person. Same with Melissa. I've never met her in person. It's like a lot, and Bo too, right? Mm-hmm. Just we have, but there's, okay, this is an interesting thing. But we have formed like deeper connections than people that we meet in person all the time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. I like it.
We like crazy. Everybody knows that. We like crazy.
We're our own brand of crazy.
Oh, I like that. We're all brand of crazy. That's awesome.
I like it.
Embrace your craziness.
You should change your title.
Yeah, I think I will.
Embrace your craziness.
Be crazy. Come on. Crazy is the new normal. And I think we are coming to the end of this beautiful show. That was so much fun. And I apologize if I was talking too much and if people fall asleep.
I was not falling asleep.
No, I'm just kidding.
That is a misrepresentation of me. I just have small eyes, Danielle.
So thank you so much, Lil. Thank you, everybody. I just love how we grow a little more every time we meet, and it's just very special to me. And thank you, Lily, for spending time with us today.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. I love you. Bye.